Do you guys know the 5 elements of the First Amendment?
Elements like what?
Well, there's 5 elements in the First Amendment. I'll give you one of them.
Okay.
One of them is speech. And we have the freedom of speech. Right. So there's 4 more elements.
What's your social?
What, am I suspect in a crime, or you just want to run me for warrants, or like what?
I'm going to run you because I had a report you was walking in the road, and now I have to deal with you, so I got to find out who you are.
Are you filming me, man?
Of course I am.
Turn it off.
Why?
Because don't film me.
I'm on a sidewalk, cuz.
You filming me, man.
I sure am.
What's up, CT3 fam? Welcome back to my channel where we highlight 3 clips and I'll recap with a few educational pointers to ensure your rights are not violated on your next encounter with the cop. My name is CT3 and my goal is to make sure this is an educational experience based on your civil rights and your freedom to film in public. With that said, the channels being featured today are Carolina Auditor, NC Tire Hunter, DJ Krol, and this is a public service. Make sure you use the link in the description for the full videos. And while you're over there, please show them some love because without them, there's no CT3. If you could, go ahead and gently smash that like button before the video even starts so this video will spread and hopefully help put an end to police misconduct. Now with that said, let's get right into it.
If a citizen came up to you guys and asked you guys a question and you didn't know the answer to it, and it was something that by all rights you guys should know the answer to, would you guys make an honest effort to find out what the answer to that question was? I mean, I think you already answered that just on something pretty benign, but do you mind if I ask you that question?
Yeah, like I don't know everything. I'm not going to go out here and claim that I know everything.
That's
I
fair.
feel like that's pretty foolhardy, but I'll try my best.
Okay, well, that's very fair. That's fair. Do you guys know the 5 elements of the First Amendment?
Elements like what?
Well, there's 5 elements in the First Amendment. I'll give you one of them. Okay. One of them is speech. And we have the freedom of speech. Right. So there's 4 more elements. Do you guys know those elements?
Nah, for me personally, no, I do not. So I would have to. I could pull out my phone and look up them for you, but I'm familiar with.
You guys look them up. Look them up for you guys. I was only. You guys know that there's a huge gap between the people and the police right now. I think, and this is me talking, I think it's because of the question that I just asked you. Before you guys are supposed to enforce law, you're supposed to uphold rights, right?
Right.
You swore a sacred oath to the Constitution. So and I'm not being critical of you guys. I'm only asking the question because I want there to be better interactions between the people and the police.
That's fair.
But answering that question is, that's a huge piece of that. So I'll tell you guys, it's freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of press, freedom to redress your government, right, and the freedom to assemble. Those are the 5 elements.
To be fair, these officers seem decent. However, I 100% agree with this as a public service. Before you can enforce the law, you should know the rights you swore to uphold in your oath. I really like this question. It's simple, everyone should know it, especially law enforcement. I admit, it's 33 amendments and each of them may not pertain to you in your everyday life, but I'm pretty sure the first one was the first one intentionally. Also, the first 10 amendments are super important. That's why it's called the Bill of Rights. It seems like in day 1 of training to become a law enforcement officer, the Bill of Rights should be handed out to every cadet and read aloud at the beginning and the end of the day. Plus, it should be mandatory for it to be memorized by the last day of training, and it must be recited to graduate from the academy. Then there will be less rights being violated because these officers would know better. But let's continue.
Call.
Okay, did you get their name?
I got everything I need. You got any ID on you?
I don't have it on me, no.
Okay, you know your social or anything like that?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Okay.
What time did they call?
They just called. What's your social?
Am I suspect in a crime, or you just want to run me for warrants, or like what?
I'm going to run you because I had a report you was walking in the road, and now I have to deal with you, so I got to find out who you are.
Okay, well, who are you? You haven't told me who you are yet.
Trooper Wilcox.
Wilcox?
Ohio State Highway Patrol.
Okay.
Cruiser there and everything.
You want to trade social numbers? I'll give you my social.
I'm not giving you my social security number now.
Well, why should I
Now
give you
you
mine
can
then?
cooperate with me, or this can go downhill real quick. It's real simple.
Well, it's already
I'm
kind of went
following up on a
downhill.
call.
You know, just walking
That's all
to the
I gotta
store.
do.
Like, just
I'm
walking
following
to
up
the
on a
store.
call, and you're going to be on your way here shortly as long as I find out who you are.
crossing the road, that's a crime. I mean,
You were
that's
said to be dancing in the road.
I wasn't dancing in the road. Yeah, I wasn't dancing in the road. It seems like a.
I have a unit 20 here. He's being difficult. Don't want to give information. Recording stop. What's your name?
All right, so you're Wilcox. My last name's Krol. Krol.
Krol.
Yep. What's your name?
Wilcox.
Okay, well, I'm Krol.
Okay. What's your first name?
What's your first name?
We're not going to play this game, buddy.
Well, then, this isn't my
I don't have
choice.
to give you, but
You know,
my name.
This isn't my
Stripper
choice.
Wilcox.
But I have to give you my name?
Yes, because you're out here walking on the road. I got to call
walking
you
to
in
the
the road,
store.
so I got to follow up.
I'm walking to the store.
Okay.
Well, shouldn't you follow up on reports of crimes? Like,
That's what I'm following up on.
Walking down the road's a crime?
Walking in the road is a crime.
Okay.
And I have the right to ID you if you're out walking on the road. Now, you can give me your name
Really?
so I can check you, and we can all be on our way. And I don't care if you walk to the store. I don't care at all. I don't care where you walk to, but when I got to follow up on something, I have to follow up.
You don't have
on
to,
it.
but it's not a crime. Why are you following up on
It's
somebody
a crime if
crossing
you're in the middle
road?
of the road causing a hazard.
Across the road. Like,
It's a
across the
crime
road.
if you're in the road
I always-
causing a hazard.
I look both ways.
You're
Across the
obviously
road.
creating a hazard, or nobody would have called.
Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that.
I'm pretty sure
a lot of
about
things.
that, or I wouldn't be out here dealing.
So, did you get their name?
Yeah, our dispatcher has everything.
Okay. So, would they be like contacted and let known that like I'm good, or?
No, they don't need to know anything other than they called it in, and I'm following up.
Well, then what is the result of the follow up if you're not going to get back to them? Like, I just don't understand.
Okay, what's that?
Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like,
What doesn't make sense?
that you're investigating this if it's not a
Okay.
crime. Like,
You was walking in the road.
I
We
crossed the
got a call
road.
You was in the
I
road,
crossed the road.
and I'm following up on it.
Okay, you should say call back if you have a crime. Like, if you see
It
them
is a crime. There's
crossing the
people
road's a
calling all
crime.
the
You're
time
telling me
for reckless operation
crossing
and
the road is
walking
not a
in the
crime.
road.
It's not a crime.
Dancing in the road is a crime.
Okay,
and
well,
that's what
I
the call
wasn't
came in.
dancing, and shouldn't a
Do you
motorist?
got ID on you or not?
I do not have an ID on me. no.
Okay, do you want to give me your name, or do you want to continue to be difficult?
Do you want to give me your name?
I already gave you my name.
I gave you my name, Krol.
47.7. All he'll give me is his last name's Krol.
I'll trade
Still not
information.
willing to cooperate.
No, I'm
He wants
willing
all
to
my
trade.
information.
We'll trade information.
My social and everything else. Being extremely difficult.
That's not difficult.
You're being
Trade.
difficult, sir. Yes, you are.
You're being difficult. I crossed.
You
the,
are
I-
being
I
extremely
crossed the road.
This clip proves that a cop can stop anyone to start harassing them. I need your name and social security number to see who you are because you're walking in the road. How petty is that? That's a shame. It's important for us civilians to know how to handle these petty types of cops. First thing is, I would never admit to anything a cop is accusing me of, even if I did walk in the road. He needs to do an investigation, have proof, and be able to reasonably articulate a crime has been committed before I give up my Fourth Amendment rights. Remember, it's best to request a supervisor immediately if the cop you're dealing with seems to be overstepping his boundaries. But most importantly, know what to say or plead the fifth and remain silent. I'm not sure what happened to the rest of the video, but it cut there. Remember, protecting your Fourth Amendment right is not being difficult like this uneducated officer claims. Let's continue.
I have a question.
Don't film me, man. Don't
Where's
film
the
me like
city
that.
manager's office?
Like the building right there. Are you filming me, man?
Of course I am.
Turn it off.
Why?
Because don't film me.
I'm on the sidewalk, cuz.
You filming me, man.
I sure am. Why can't I film?
Film Regions Bank.
Huh?
Film Regions Bank.
I can film this one too from the sidewalk.
Well, then do that, man.
I am doing that right now.
Do it.
I am. I'm doing it right now. You come out here and violate my rights today. You violate something else. Oh, no, don't. That's assault, man. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. You touch my equipment, that's assault. You're on camera.
Get it off of me, man.
This is illegal protected activity.
Get it off of
You
me.
a member of the public.
Get it off of me.
I ain't better do nothing.
What?
Yeah, you violated my rights. You see what happened.
You see about violating your rights. You don't even know what you're violating.
I'm trying to understand this cop's logic. This cop is almost inside the building with the camera 3 feet away from him. But he turns around and asks NC Tire Hunter more than 20 feet away if he's filming him. And then this cop gets directly in front of the camera and says, "Get it off me." I can't make this up. I would honestly like to be in the room when they're hiring most of these cops because I'm obviously missing something. It seems like some cities are hiring anyone that signs up. But what is obvious is that out of 6 weeks of training, recruits don't spend 1 day learning about public photography. If they spent a little bit more time on the Bill of Rights, they'll understand what the First Amendment is and that filming in public is a constitutionally protected activity. But that's going to do it for this video. Much love to these awesome creators. Again, make sure you use the links in the descriptions to check out their channel and show them some love. Let me give a big shout out to Jeff, who is NC Tire Hunter. He actually came to my hometown and we did a collab. If you made it this far in the video and you're not subscribed, just go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I appreciate it. It's someone out there that's hearing my voice that's meant to hear this. If you can believe it, you can achieve it. Until next time, peace.
Police.